High school fall baseball, it is the home fall finale here at Purdy Memorial Stadium. We're going to be seeing the Purdy Eagles take on the Crane Pirates, two former conference members, to close out the fall, or the home side of the fall season. Just about ready to set, get ready and ready. It is Brennan Hawkins leading off for the Purdy Eagles. Leading off top of the first for the Eagles, the center fielder number 6, Brennan Hawkins. Brennan Hawkins will lead off for the Eagles. Eagles are coached by Josh Hughes and assisted by Bouchard and Longley. As the first pitch comes in, I believe it's going to be a ball, 1-0. Beautiful, beautiful skies. Temperatures in the 80s here on this October day, as that pitch is swung on and served past the shortstop for a base hit. There goes Hawkins. He will make it to third on a leadoff triple. Batting second, number 14, catcher Easton Gates. Easton Gates, the catcher for the Eagles, hitting in the second spot for Purdy. Howard's first pitch to him is going to be upstairs and taken for a ball, 1-0. No score between Purdy and Crane. Like I said before, these two teams used to be conference members. Crane left the SWCL for the year-old GOC conference, as on that pitch Howard delivered. It was pretty much took his hat off with it. Monday Night Football tonight, the Kansas City Chiefs are in Jacksonville, taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars, I believe, at 4-1 on the season. Chiefs at 2-2, or pardon me, 3-1 for the Jaguars and 2-2 for the Chiefs. And that looks like it's going to hit Gates, and he will go down to second base. And we're going to have runners at the corners for Damon Mahiran. Batting third, number 13, first baseman Damon Mahiran. Damon Mahiran, the batter for these Eagles. Howard steps off. Swung, that's going to be a little bouncing ball right to the third baseman. They get one out, and a run scores, making it 1-0 Purdy. Batting fourth, number 2, designated hitter Frankie Salas. So I'll give you the Purdy lineup here as Frankie Salas will take his at bat. Runner on second, that is, I believe, Damon Mahiran. That pitch is hit foul. One is the count. Pitch from Howard. Swung on, and that's going to be a bouncing ball. He throws, and he's going to be safe. So 1 out, and runners at first and second now for Daniel Aldaba. Batting fifth, number 23, shortstop, Daniel Aldaba. Daniel Aldaba is the new man at the plate for the Eagles. Swings, and he's going to hit a bouncing ball, throw it to second for the force out. They throw onto first, and there's a double play. Pirates get themselves out of a jam, but the Eagles tack on a run. We go to the bottom of the first inning, 1-0 Purdy. Eli Ansary leads off the bottom of the first inning of play between Crane and Purdy. Like I said, these two teams, former conference opponents. Purdy in the SWCL. They've been in the SWCL since 2018. Them and Southwest both joined the SWCL. Crane, a former member of the SWCL. That pitch is taken outside. 2 balls and no strikes. The next pitch swings and foul tips that one. That will be 2-0. 2 balls and 1 strike. The next one, swing and a miss. And he's now down, and he makes the count even, 2-2. Irvington's next pitch is outside, and that's going to be 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three and 2 is the count. The pitch swung on and rifled foul. And 2 is the count. Pitch to Esri. And that's going to be ball 4. And we will have a walk for the Pirates here in the bottom of the first inning of play. Batting second, number 21, shortstop, Brady Klein. Brady Klein, the batter for the Pirates. Check. Uh-oh. Eli was off the bases. He's going to be tagged out. Terrible base running there by Eli Essery. You got to be patient on the bases. One out here in the bottom of the first. The pitch is outside. 1-0. The 1-0 is swung on, and that's going to be golfed into right center or left center field, excuse me, shallow left center, and that's going to be a base hit. And we're going to have a man on first for Lane Howard. Batting third, number 30, pitcher Lane Howard. Lane Howard, the batter. He's the starting pitcher today for the Pirates. He's going to look to bring home the tying run. He's now the go-ahead run there on first. The pitch is going to be taken for a strike downstairs. 1-0. Or 0-1, excuse me. 0-1 to Howard is taken right on the outside part of the plate. 0-2. So I believe he's taken just already 2 strikes here in the inning. Throw down to first. It's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Howard's down on strikes. And there's out number 2 here in the bottom of the first. Ben Klein steals second. Batting fourth, number 35, catcher Turley Howell. Turley Howell, the catcher for the Pirates. Oh and 2 the count. 1 out here in the, or pardon me, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. The pitch swung on, and that is going to be hit foul. Two outs here in the inning, 0-1 for Turley. The pitch swung on, and that's going to be a bouncing ball right to the first baseman. He steps on the bag. There's out number 3, and the side is retired. We head to the top of the second inning. It is 1-0 in favor of Purdy. Hunter Worthington leads off the the top of the second inning of play. Purdy wearing their black, white, and gold jerseys today. Crane in their blue jerseys, white pants, blue caps. Purdy in their black caps, I believe, with a full P. That one's going to be an easy out for Purdy. And we got one away as Worthington's retired. Batting seventh, number 40, left fielder Simon Walker. Simon Walker, the Eagles' seventh man. He is playing left field today for Purdy. The pitch is upstairs, 1-0. They're from Howard. Two balls, no strikes. Pitch from Howard, here it comes. Swing and a miss, and that's 2 balls and a strike. There to to Simon. Two balls, a strike. Like I said, the pitch is taken downstairs now. 3 balls and 1 strike. I don't know what we're going to have to do with Lane Howard's hat. Every time he pitches, it does not want to seem to stay on his head. The pitch from Howard, here it comes. Quite the dirty hat that he has, pretty resembling to Steve Klein, who was actually a reliever for the Cardinals. Cardinals in their offseason, they ended their season a week from yesterday in Chicago. Chicago in the NLDS, they are taking on their rival, the Brewers. I picked the Brewers to win that series in 3. Yes, I want the Cubs out of the playoffs. There goes the runner down to second base, and they fumble the ball. And Purdy's second run is in scoring position. One out here in the inning. The pitch from Howard is way outside. I believe a ball and no strikes is the count. The pitch is upstairs, and that'll be 2 balls and 1 strike, actually. The 2-1 pitch is swung on and hit foul. Two balls and 2 strikes is the count. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes. Batting 8th, number 12, second baseman Jackson Lee, batting 9th. Batting 9th is Jackson Lee for the Eagles. The first pitch is outside, 1-0. Adam Smith joining you guys here on Ozark Sports Report as we are in our final broadcast of the fall. Don't know if we'll have any in the winter. Maybe, as that pitch is scream foul. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. A ball and a strike is the count to Jackson Lee. The 1-1 is upstairs, is just a little bit outside. 2 balls and a 1 strike. The 2-1 swung on, and that's going to be hit up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. 1 run's going to come in. That's going to make it a 2-0 Purdy lead here in the top of the 2nd inning. And that resets the lineup for Brennan Hawkins. Center fielder, Brennan Hawkins. Brennan Hawkins, the Eagles leadoff man. He's playing center today for Purdy. There goes the runner. There goes a throw down to second base. It's offline. And we're going to have ourselves a stolen base. Two outs here in the inning. The pitch is outside, and that will be 2-0, excuse me. So 2 balls and no strikes to count to Brennan Hawkins. The pitch swung on and dribbled foul. Two balls, a strike is the count. The pitch swings and hits it in the air to center field. Who's going to get it? The center fielder Brandon has it, and that will retire the side. So the Eagles get another run on the board, and we head to the bottom of the 2nd inning. It is 2-0 Purdy. Cooper Brandon leads off the bottom of the 2nd inning of play for the Pirates in blue and gold. 2nd inning facing Hunter Wormington on the mound. So far, Wormington has not given up any base, or has not given up any runs. He's given up, I believe, 2 hits back in the 1st inning. First pitch to Brandon, is going to be ball 1. Now that second pitch is strike 1. The next one outside. The next one, swing and a miss, and down goes Brandon on strike 3. Batting 6th, number 28, third baseman, Rhett Howell. And it's Red Howell to the plate. One away here in the in the bottom of the second inning of play. The next pitch is taken for a strike. 1-1. Next one is upstairs, and that's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 swung on, and that's going to be over the head of the pitcher, and that's going to be a base hit for Rhett. And that'll bring in the batter in Cam Chisholm. Batting 7th, number 24, first baseman, Cam Chisholm. Cam Chisholm will dig in, batting from the right-hand side. 2 outs in the inning, or 1 out, excuse me. The check on the runner. Oh, he's out. He is out at first, leaning. And that is something that's going to drive head coaches crazy, is just getting picked off. You've got to be smart there on the bases. Cam, I believe, using a wood bat. So we traded his aluminum for lumber here in this bottom half of the second inning in this game against Purdy. See, he's going to take a strike, and that is 0-1, I believe. The pitch, and he's down on strikes as that retires the side. Nothing for the Pirates at the plate as we head to the top of the third. It's still 2-0 Purdy. Easton Gates leads off the bottom or the top of the third for the Eagles. Eagles leading at 2-zip, in the top of the third. Pirates in the field are going to look for a scoreless inning. As that pitch is just inside, Gates had the jackknife out of the way. And that's ball one. Pitch taken outside. Two balls and no strikes. The 2-0. Pitch is going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 from Howard is going to be swung on and driven into the right. Easy for the right fielder in Hudson, and there's out number 1. First baseman, Damon Mahiran. And it's Damon Mahiran to the plate. Eagles lead at 2-zip here in the top of the second inning, or top of the third inning with no outs. This will be the final time we'll be at Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium in the calendar year of 2025. We won't be here again until March. That one's going to be left in the air and it will stay in the park. Here's out number 2 here in inning number 3. Designated hitter, Frankie Salas. Frankie Salas is the batter for Purdy. 2-away here in the inning as that pitch is going to be past the third baseman and the shortstop for a base hit. It bounces off, I believe, the knee of the left fielder. And Salas will stay on second base. And he'll be awarded with a 2-out double. The shortstop, Daniel Aldaba. Daniel Aldaba is the batter. Two-away here in the inning. The pitch swings, and you check the swing, it's going to be called a strike, 0-1. Now the 0-2. Ooh, it's not going to be called for a strike, it's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike is the count. The 1-1 swung on, and that's going to be hit foul. We're facing 2 strikes, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch is just outside, and it makes it 2-2. The 2-2 pitch, and that won't hit him. Yes, it will actually. So I thought with the home plate umpire signaling, I believe, foul ball. But it's going to be hit batter, 2 runners on. Pitcher, Hunter Worthington. Hunter Worthington, the batter. The pitch is going to be taken inside for a strike, or excuse me, for a ball. 1-0. Runners are at first and second for the Eagles. Worthington calls time. He resets, he digs back in. Phillies and Dodgers are also in the other National League Division Series, as that pitch is rifled foul. And that is 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike to count. Dodgers lead the Phillies, or lead that division series 1-0. And the Brewers lead the Cubs, lead their series against the Cubs 1-0 as well. Mariners lead their series 1-0, and the Blue Jays, or no, Mariners lead, I believe, their series 2-0, and the Blue Jays lead their series 2-0. Left fielder Simon Walker. Bases are juiced here in the 3rd. A base hit's going to give Purdy possibly a 3-0 lead. That's going to be a bouncing ball to the second baseman. He throws to first. There's out number 3. And the side is retired. Eagles don't get any runs in the top half of the 3rd. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Halfway home here from Tootie Parsons Memorial. Brody Neal leads off the bottom of the 3rd inning of play. Wiggles his bat up and down. That next pitch comes in. It is 0-1. One ball and 1 strike the count to Neal. Next pitch is a check swing, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. The next one is downstairs, and it's 3 balls and actually 2 strikes. Let's see if we can get a man on. No, he's going to be down on strikes, and there's out number 1. Batting ninth, number 1 right fielder, Zane Hudson. Zane Hudson, the batter. Pirates trail it just by 2 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Pitch, swung on and missed, strike 1. Swung on, and that's going to be caught for a out number 2. We reset the lineup here in the top or in the bottom of the 3rd. Second baseman, Eli Esri. It's Eli Esri to the plate. 2-0 in favor of Purdy. The pitch, swung, that's going to be hit in the air. That's going to give the center fielder chase, and he hauls that one in for the final out of the 3rd. We go to the top of the 4th after another scoreless inning. It's 2-0 Purdy. Grady Mahiran leads off the top of the 4th inning of play. Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium, downtown Crane, Missouri. That's where we are. The pitch, swing and a miss, and he is he is quickly in the hole, 0-1. Howard facing Mahiran for the 2nd time as he swings and misses. That's strike 2. To the count. Here it comes. Swung on, and that's going to be a chopper right to the 3rd baseman. He throws to first. Safe. He is safe as he just beat the throw. And Mahiran's going to be awarded first base. Second baseman, Jackson Lee. It's Jackson Lee to the plate. Like I said, Eagles lead it 2-0. There goes a runner. There goes a softly hit ball. That's going to trek down the line. This is going to plate another run. This is going to make it a 3-0 Purdy lead here in the 4th as Grady scored all the way from first. center fielder, Brennan Hawkins. Brennan Hawkins, the batter. Nobody out here in the fourth. Pitch is downstairs. 1-0. Go 1-0. Swung on, and that's going to be a grounder right to the third baseman. He throws off the bag, and somehow he gets out number 1. Wow. Sports Center, you might want to look at that one. The catcher, Easton Gates. Easton Gates, the batter for Purdy. One out here in the top of the fourth inning. The count to Easton. Pirate infield creeps in as they anticipate a ground ball. The pitch, take a little inside. That'll make the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Swung on, and that's going to be hit in the air. Who is going to get it? Howard has it. He will keep it himself for out number 2. First baseman, Damon Maherin. Damon Maherin, the first baseman for the Purdy Eagles. 2 away here in the top of the fourth. The pitch is going to be taken down for a ball, 1-0. A few little clouds hang just beyond the outfield fence. That pitch is going to be swung on and hit on the ground to the shortstop. He bobbles the ball, and no throw will be made, as we'll have a runner on first. Designated hitter, Frankie Salas. Purdy won the Crane Fall Wood Bat Tournament earlier. I don't think we played the third place game. I'm not sure if we have or not. That one was supposed to be between Hartville and Wheaton, as that pitch is hit out of play. That's going to go foul. The 0-1 is outside, and the ball gets away. Runners move to second and third on the wild pitch. No, 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. There to Salas. Pitch. Taken outside, now 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is going to be taken downstairs, now 3-1. Three balls, a strike. The pitch. Outside ball 4, and he will lose that battle. 2 outs here in the inning. Let's see if Howard can retire Aldaba. The shortstop, Daniel Aldaba. Daniel Aldaba is the Eagles' 5th man in the lineup. Pitch, swung and hit foul towards the screen. 0-1. The 0-1 taken outside, and it's 1-1. A ball and a strike. Howard looks at second. He fires, and that pitch is going to be hit out of play, foul. The 1-2 is outside now, 2-2. The 2-2 swung on and hit out of play. That will go foul. The next one swung on, and that's going to be golfed, and that's going to be caught. Oh, I don't think it's going to be caught. 2 runs have scored, and that's going to make it a 5-zip Purdy lead here in the top of the 4th. But a good effort there by Brandon, as he was just unable to come up with it. Pitcher, Hunter Worthington. Hunter Worthington, the pitcher for the Eagles. Runner goes. There goes a pitch inside. And it's 1-0. The next one swung on, and that's going to go out of play. That will be a foul ball. Next one is inside, and that's going to be strike 2. Umpire calls time. A ball and 2 strikes. Let's see if Howard can leave somebody on, and that pitch is hit way out of play. A ball and 2 strikes still. Two outs here in the inning. The next one is upstairs now, 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, the pitch swung on and hit foul again. And Remington is putting up a battle. He does not want to go down. He does not want to go down on strike 3. Let's see if he can end this battle. Pitch swung on, and that is going to be hit in the air. Who's going to catch it? No one's going to catch that. Falls into that Bermuda Triangle. 1 run comes in to score, making it a 6-0 Purdy lead. Still with 2 outs. The left fielder, Simon Walker. Simon Walker, the batter for the Eagles. There goes a runner. There goes a pitch out of play, foul. That one's going to be hit on the ground to the third baseman. He throws to first, and it's not in time. He will make it on. He will reach on first, and that makes it now a 7-0 Purdy lead. And that will bring in the batter, and Grady Mahiran. Third baseman, Grady Mahiran. The first pitch to him is going to be swung on and hit out of play. That is going to go foul. Two outs here in the inning. The pitch is outside. One ball and no strikes. Or 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Pitch swung on, and that's going to be hit in the air. This is going to be hauled in by Brandon, and the side is retired. So we head to the bottom of the 4th inning after 5 runs have scored. 7-zip Purdy. Brady Klein leads off the bottom of the 4th inning of play. Pirates have themselves in a hole here in the bottom of the 4th inning. They trail by 7. They coughed up 5 back in the top half of the 4th inning. So that means Purdy has 3 more runs to score. That's what they want to end this game here in the 5th. Yes, that can surely happen. The 0-1 is upstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and counts even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-1. Strike 3, and he is down on strikes for out number 1. Pitcher, Lane Howard. And it's Lane Howard here with 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th. 1 out in the inning. The pitch to him. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 1. Eagles lead it 7-0. They lead Crane by a touchdown. Swung on and hit foul. The 1-2, swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt, and that's how out number 2 is recorded. Catcher, Turley Howell. And it's Turley Howell to keep the inning going here in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch, swing and a miss, and that is strike 1. The next one is going to be taken downstairs. Now 1 ball and 1 strike. The next one, swung on, and that's going to be caught by the pitcher Wormington, and that's how the side is retired. Nothing for the Pirates as we head to the top of the 5th. 7-0 Purdy. Jackson Lee leads off the top of the fifth inning of play for the Eagles. Eagles need 3 more if they want to run rule the Pirates today. That can certainly happen. Her first pitch is taken for a ball 1-0. Next one is going to be taken for another ball 2-0. The next pitch, swung, and that's going to be lined and over the head of the leaping the leaping second baseman in Esri. And we got one on. Center fielder Brennan Hawkins. And it's Brennan Hawkins to the plate. Like I said, final game of our schedule in the fall. This is game 7. We were supposed to have had 9 games this fall, but Mother Nature had other plans. Had 2 rainouts. We had a rainout on Labor Day, September 1st, and we also had a rainout on Saturday, September the 20th. That was the final day of the Crane Fall Wood Bat Tournament. A ball and 1 strike is the count. There to Brennan Hawkins. The 1-1 is going to be downstairs, taken for a strike. Ball, 1 strike is the count. The pitch swung on, and that's going to be hit in the air. This is going to be caught for out number 1 in foul territory. The catcher, Easton Gates. And it's Easton Gates here with with 1 out, one out and 1 man on as that ball gets away. One out here in the inning. But if we don't get any runs scored in this inning, or we don't meet the run rule requirements, we will play on. A 1-0, swing and a miss, and that is strike 1. The 1-0 swung on, and that's going to, or 1-1, excuse me, is going to be gobbled up by the shortstop. Throws, and that will get out number 2, but a run scores, making it now a 8-0 Purdy lead. First baseman, Damon Mahiran. Now it's Damon Mahiran. Batting from the right side, the pitch swings and hits it in the air. That will be caught easily by the first baseman Chisholm, and that will retire the side. So the Eagles go in and they score just 1 run. We head to the bottom of the 5th. It's an 8-0 Purdy lead. Cooper Brandon leads off the bottom of the 5th inning of play. It's the Pirates. It's the Eagles. But it's the Eagles that have the lead, 8-zip. As the first pitch to Brandon is going to be taken for is going to be swung on and missed for a ski right one. Pirates are searching for run number 1 here in this contest. They cannot give up more than 2 runs, or we'll see this game end in the bottom of the 6th. Pirates want to see 7. But once we get to the bottom of the 7th, the Pirates are going to have to work, and they're going to have to work hard to get runs back. 2 balls, a strike. Pitch is going to be taken a little outside. 2-1. The pitch, swing and a miss, and that is out number 1 as Cooper goes down swinging. Third baseman, Rhett Howell. And it's Rhett Howell to the plate. Rhett, I believe, is 0 for 3 today. Swings and misses at strike 1, 0-1. Yes, you're going to have those days where you're going 0 for. There's going to be days where you go 3 for 3, 2 for 2, 1 for 1, 1 for 4, sometimes 4 for 4. I believe on average, an ML or a baseball player takes, I think, 4 at bats in a game. As Rhett swings and misses, he's down on strikes. There's 2 away. First baseman, Cam Chisholm. Now it's Cam Chisholm to the plate. Chisholm rocks the bat up and down. He bats from the right side, swings and hits one on the ground, and that's not going to be a play as it's bobbled by the Eagles shortstop. But we still have 2 outs with a runner on. Left fielder, Brody Neal. Brody Neal now the batter for the Pirates with a runner on first. The first pitch, swing and a miss, and that is strike 1, 0-1. The next one is going to be taken. That's going to be a ball. 1-1. Swung on, and that's going to be golf. That's going to be fielded by the pitcher, Wormington. He throws on to first. That's out number 3. So the Pirates go down scoreless. We head to the top of the 6th inning. It is 8-zip Purdy. Frankie Salas leads off the top of the 6th inning of play for the Eagles. The Eagles have the advantage. It is 8-zip. Just a few little clouds here over Tootie Parsons Memorial here in Stone County. 8-0 is our score. The pitch is going to be taken downstairs. That's going to be a ball 2-0. This 2-0 is going to be missed there for 3-0. The 2-0 pitch swung on in. That is going to be hit into foul ground. That will go foul. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls and a strike is the count. That will, looks like that will hit Salas, and he will trot down to first. As we'll see Coach Britton Tucker come on out, he will, looks like, make a pitching change, I believe, as that will be it for Howard. We'll see who the new pitcher is. I believe it's got to be Rhett Howell, who comes in from third pitch. But we shall find out. Looks like it will be Cam Chisholm, I think, who's coming in to pitch. Klein stays at shortstop, so it's actually not Chisholm, but it is Esri. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Pirates, number 25, Eli Esri. So with the pitching change, Esri moves to the mound. Rhett moves from third to second. Howard moves from the mound to third. And like I said, Esri moves to the pitcher spot. So Daniel Aldaba will face Eli Esri on the mound. The first pitch to him is going to be taken outside for a ball, 1-0. Zip our score in favor of Purdy. He swings and hits that one out of play, foul. no strikes to count, or 1 ball, 1 strike rather, on the foul ball. Check on the runner, but the shortstop dropped the ball. After he checks his runner, he fires, and that will be taken for another ball, 2-0, or 2-1. That next one is taken outside for a strike, and it is 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-1. Swung on and hit in the air to the center fielder. That's going to be caught by Cooper. And there's out number 1. The pitcher, Hunter Wormington. Hunter Wormington digs in with 2 outs here in the, with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. He's going to try and bunt his way on and avoid a double play. But he instead jackknifes it out of the way. It's ball 1. Pitch, check. They don't get him, he's safe. The next pitch is going to be swung on and hit on the ground. That's going to be bobbled. Throws. Oh, I think they got him. They got him at first. And there's out number 2. And that's going to bring in Simon Walker to the plate. Left fielder, Simon Walker. Simon Walker, the first pitch to him is upstairs, and that's going to be ball 1. The next one is outside, ball 2, 2-0. Two outs here in the top of the 6th. The pitch is going to be taken for a strike, and it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Two away here in the inning. The 2-1 pitch is going to be upstairs, now 3-1. Pitch, swing and a miss, and that is strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2. Oh, he gets him for strike 3, and that's how the bottom of the 6th, or top of the 6th, comes to a close. As we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, it is 8-zip in favor of Purdy. Zane Hudson hits one on the ground to lead the second baseman, and that was out number 1. And it brings in the pitcher, Eli Esri. The pitcher, Eli Esri. Eli Esri, the batter. Pitch is going to be outside. 0-1 for Eli Esri. Came in to pitch for Lane Howard, as he's going to check his swing, but he didn't go around. That's going to be ball 1. The next one is going to be hit out of play. That will go foul. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Eli's down on strikes for out number 2. Shortstop, Brady Klein. Brady Klein, the batter. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it comes. The first pitch is going to be downstairs, ball 1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Klein calls time. The 1-0. Swung on, and that's going to be hit in the air. This will stay in the infield. The second baseman has it for out number 3. And the Pirates don't get any more runs. We head to the the top of the 7th. It's still an 8-0 Purdy lead. Grady Mahurin leads off the bottom or the top of the 7th inning of play. So if Purdy scores any runs in this half inning, the run rule won't really count, as we are already in the 7th inning. For the next pitch, it is going to be taken for a strike, and it is. 0-2. 2. The pitch is going to get away from the catcher. A ball and 2 strikes is the count. Nobody out. The next one swung on, and that's going to be slapped to the shortstop. Throw on to first, and he's safe. Second baseman, Jackson Lee. And it's Jackson Lee to the plate. I believe he's 2 for 3, or no, 1 for 3 today. He swings and hits that one at about the other way. Rolls to the center fielder, and it resets the lineup for Brennan Hawkins. Center fielder Brennan Hawkins. So Brennan Hawkins digs in. He's batting from the right-hand side. Sun's starting to fade away here in Stone County. The pitch is inside. Want to know. That one is going to be swung on and missed. Strike 1. The 1-1. Swung on a chopper right to the third baseman Howard. He throws across the diamond. There's out number 1. Here in the 7th. Now batting number 7, J.J. Aguilar. And it's J.J. Aguilar. I believe he is batting for Easton Gates, as he will swing on and hit that one foul. Next one is taken for a strike, or taken for a ball. 1-1. Swung on, and that's going to be hit in the air to center. The center fielder Brandon hauls that one in. They're going to tag him. They're going to get him out, and he is out. I catch a fly out, and I throw you out. And that's how we keep the game at 8-zip. But the Pirates are going to have to work here in the bottom of the 7th inning. As we head to the bottom of the 7th. Last chances for the Pirates coming up. They trail it 8-zip. Lane Howard leads off the bottom of the 7th inning of play. Talk about that double play. Fly out. They get the runner on the sacrifice. And we're in the bottom of the 7th inning. No runs were scored in the top half of the 7th inning, but the Pirates are down to their final 3 outs of the ball game. The pitch is inside to Lane Howard, and that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes, I believe. The pitch swung on, and that's going to go foul. Two-one, swing and a miss, and that's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The count there to Howard. The pitch, swing and a miss, and Howard's down on strikes for out number 2, or for out number 1. The catcher, Turley Howell. Turley Howell, the Pirate catcher, he faces the Pirates' final 2 outs here in the 7th inning. The pitch is going to be taken downstairs for a ball, 2 balls and 1 strike. Nobody out. The pitch swung on and a bouncing ball to the third baseman. They throw it at first, and there's out number 2, and the Pirates are down to their final out of the ball game. Center fielder Cooper Brandon. Cooper Brandon, the batter. He's been shagging fly balls out in center field tonight. 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The first pitch is going to be taken for a strike. It's 0-1. The next pitch, and the Pirates are down to their final strike of the game. Let's see if Cooper can keep the game going. Let's see. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. The 1-2, swing and a miss, and that is how the game comes to an end. Pirates lose this one 8-zip as they were shut out by the Eagles. I believe they were held to just 2 hits on the day. So the Pirates fall to 3-7, I believe, and they will be on the road taking on Morrisville. Purdy, I believe, will be in the SWCL tournament in about a week or so. Don't go away. We're going to have our post-game show coming up in just a few minutes. We're going to have head coach Josh Hughes, along with, I believe, Hunter Wormington, will be our player of the game. So don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Purdy Memorial Stadium. I'm here with the starting pitcher today, the winning pitcher of the Purdy Eagles, Coach Hunter Wormington today. After that 8-0 dominant win against Crane today, Hunter, going into your game on the mound, what were you mostly looking for?
I was kind of just throw strikes. My other few starts weren't the greatest, so I was just trying to go out there and try and do my best and throw strikes. I've been a little wild lately, so I've been just trying to go out there and throw strikes and just let my defense work.
Just let your defense work and just throw strikes, and you were in control, you were in command tonight. So what were you relying on on what kind of pitches were you giving these Crane hitters?
Mostly my fastball, and then sometimes I would throw my changeup, but that was it.
Fastball and a little bit of off speed.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of a breaking ball too. And now your offense, they started out a little bit slow. You know, Crane kept you guys in check, only giving up just one run in the first, second, and then you guys took off in the fourth inning. So, what was Coach Hughes' scripture that he had to preach to you guys?
He just kind of told us to wait back on the ball. We were all out in front, so we had to change our approach at the plate to wait back and just let the ball come to us.
Let the ball come to you guys. And as the season winds down, you know that SWCL tournament's going to be coming up. We know Crane's not going to be in it because they're not in the SWCL tournament. Not sure you guys have any games between this game and the SWCL tournament that's going to be coming up. So who do you guys play, and who do you guys think you'll play in the SWCL tournament?
So first round, I think we'll more than likely see Blue Eye, and then we'll see whoever wins Southwest and Galena, I think.
Southwest and Galena, and then you guys and Blue Eye to pretty much wrap up the fall season in the SWCL tournament. If there were any final words you had to say to Coach Britton Tucker of the Crane Pirates after that loss they had, that 8-0 loss they had, what would your words be to him?
They put up a good fight. I thought they hit it pretty well whenever I missed my spots, but I thought they did really good.
Appreciate the time, Hunter. Congratulations on that win against Crane. Hey, maybe you guys can bring home an SWCL championship.
Hopefully.
Hunter Wormington, as he was the winning starting pitcher today for the Eagles. Now I'm joined by head coach Josh Hughes of the Purdy Eagles after that commanding 8-0 win against Crane today. Coach Hughes, going into this game, you guys pretty much were dominant. You guys coming in with a winning record. What did you guys have to do to define that winning record that you guys are having?
And we've made some philosophy changes as a coaching staff and as a team, and the boys have bought into it, and they're seeing success. And anytime you change something and you see some success, immediately it helps. So that's helped with some of our games early in the year. Our pitching's starting to come on. I thought our pitching would be a little bit better at the beginning of the year, but one of our changes was in the pitching department. So now that they're starting to see some of that, it's really started to play dividends on the mound.
It has played dividends on the mound with you guys, with that pitching staff, and it was pretty much lights out tonight. I believe you guys gave up 2 hits on the day today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2 hits, and Hunter had a great start. We kept him pitch count down. Got him out of there with an 8-0 lead to kind of save him for later on in the week, and and then brought in Damon and Quentin, and they both had a 3-up, 3-down inning in the 6th and the 7th. So really, really good pitching performance from us tonight as a whole.
Very good pitching performance from this Purdy team tonight as a whole. And now going into the offensive side of the game, you guys were held in check in the early stages of this ball game. You guys were held, I believe, by just 1 run in both the first and second innings, held scoreless in the later stages in the 3rd innings, but the bats broke out in the 4th inning. What did you have to tell your players and your hitters?
Well, I can't take credit too much for that. Coach Longley did a great job of seeing something out there and seeing that our timing was a little off, and made some changes in there before that 4th inning when we scored 5, when we started hitting the ball a little bit better. And that's one of the things we've been talking about don't get me wrong, Lane Howard did a great job on the mound tonight. He kept us off balance, and we pounded the ball, and a couple plays go the other way, it's not 8-0, it may be 2 or 3-0. So he did a great job tonight on the mound, and kept us off balance with that little bit of a slider, curveball, and kept keeping the fastball down. We just kept on hitting ground balls.
Kept on hitting ground balls, bringing runners around, and making Crane make errors. Now let's look forward. The SWCL tournament is approaching. The fall season is coming to an end soon. Who do you guys think you guys will play? Do you guys have any games coming up in between this game and the SWCL tournament?
Yeah, we play at home. Last home game tomorrow against Spokane, and then we go to Exeter on Thursday, and then the conference tournament will be next week. So it's not been completely seeded because there's still some conference games being played tonight and tomorrow night. We're anywhere from the 1 or the 2 is kind of where I see us at. And, I kind of agree with Hunter. It's we'll probably see Blue Eye, maybe Galena in that first round, and then we'll see the winner of Southwest and whoever they end up playing. Galena or Blue Eye. So a lot of that dictates on how the games go the next few nights.
If there are any final words you have to say to Coach Britton Tucker of the Crane Pirates after that 8-zip loss they had, what would your words be to Coach Tucker of the Crane Pirates after that 8-0 loss they had? I told him after the game, keep plugging, keep doing what he's doing, and and keep working. So that's anytime you're young and inexperienced on the varsity level, you just got to keep getting better every day. Appreciate the time, Coach Hughes. Congratulations on that win against Crane. Hey, go and get Spokane, Exeter,
right,
and possibly Blue Eye or Galena.
I appreciate it, Adam. Thanks for all you do.
Coach Josh Hughes, and that will end our live stream for tonight. That will end our series of live streams for this fall season. I want to thank everyone for tuning in throughout this fall season. Once again, we are still looking for sponsors. If you want to sponsor us for any highlights that we're going to post in the winter, or if we're going to have, or for any spring live streams that we will have in the spring, we would love to have you. We're looking for businesses within a 50-mile radius of Springfield. So for one final time, and if anyone wants to sponsor, definitely hit us up on all our social media platforms. We would love for you to have your business aired here on Ozark Sports Report. For one final time, I'm Adam Smith of Ozark Sports Report saying so long for the final time in 2025 and in the fall from Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you back here in the spring for more high school baseball.